Have you been stressed and depressed and it seems like all the odds are against you? Well, if that's you, I can relate with you. I've been there before and I like to discuss and talk to you about how to control and maintain and keep yourself up. So last year, my job had a layoff and it was so bad that it affected me. But before the layoff, most of the people that we were taking care of were not coming to the business at all. So we had one person, and I decided to take some time off because we were running a shift and there are a lot of people that we used to take care of. So we went from taking care of let's say 18 people to one person. And I didn't see the need of being at a job when other people could pick up. So I took some time off. And while I was taking my time off, my manager decided to kind of sabotage me. She didn't approve my time because she was like, I needed to be at a job. So she sent me home without pay. And I took my leave anyways. So fast forward, when it was time for me to return to work, we had a conversation prior to me taking my leave. And in the conversation, I asked her, why is it that she didn't approve my leave and she did not pay me? She was like, well, I didn't respond to one of her emails. That's the reason why she didn't pay me. So I was like, she asked me a question that I can go home without pay. And I was not willing to go home without pay. So I told her that I'd rather work, but she took me off the schedule. So she was upset that I comforted her, and she lied on me saying that I agreed. Excuse me. She lied and said that I agreed and made it a whole drama. Guys, I'm getting emotional a little bit. So when it was time for me to come back from my leave, this woman went and spread gossip and slander to my new manager for a management position that I applied for. My ex-manager was like, I was rude. I was condescending. Like, she went and spread a whole bunch of negativity to my new manager. So I went to the interview. Everything was great. And then the manager called me and she was like, I heard about you, X, Y, and Z. They did not give me a chance to even explain my side of the story, what happened. They literally denied me the job because of what my ex-manager did, because of the gossip that my ex-manager went and told the new manager. So I'm here to say this. In life, when you're moving up in life, when you're doing great and when you want to be the best version of yourself, you will come and you will face many obstacles. But here's the key. One monkey does not stop the show. There are a lot of people that will come against you. Okay? Let's say you are a person who used to be timid, shy, and you're working on yourself to become the best version of yourself. And you're working on yourself to become confident. A lot of people will try to limit you to that small-minded person that you used to be. But I'm here to tell you that that's not how it's supposed to be. You don't have to be limited. You don't have to be stuck. There are always better options and they're better out there. If you decide that you want to grow and become the best version of yourself, Be ready to face many opposition and many obstacles. And it's in those obstacles that you're made stronger. All those obstacles are just building you to be stronger. So next time when you conquer those obstacles, you can become the best version of yourself, and things like that will not be able to break you. I say that to say this because these two managers came together to try to break my spirit, to try to break my light, to try to take away my joy by sabotaging my money, by blocking me and labeling me as a negative person. Mind you, I took my leave for 6 months. And for 6 months, I haven't been around. You will assume that all those things will die out, but no, they're spreading gossip. You know, it's only a true person, if you're truly powerful, if you're truly a leader, that's the only way people will really spread negative things about you, even when you're not around, just for standing up for yourself. So I'm here to say to that girl, to that boy, that stand up for yourself. You have the right to stand up for yourself no matter what. God has given us the voice to speak. Use your voice to get you what you want. Do not let other people stop you. Do not let anything stop you from getting what you want. So when I was denied the job, right, they offered me a position that I did not apply for. I was like, okay, it's a job, right? Let me go check out what this position is. I went to the new job. I checked it out, and guys, if you want to truly be the best version of yourself, I will literally recommend you hang around, be in places, listen to things that can make you the best version of yourself. Because this job that they offered me is just, if terrible was a place, if hell was a place, it will be that job. I'm not going to drop any names right now for confidential reasons. But what I'm saying is, I like to say I'm a person of light, and I like to be very positive. I like to have a high spirit. And this job was draining me. This job was sucking the life out of me because these clients are addicts. And all they want to do is suck you dry for every ounce of energy that you have. If you're a light being, if you're a positive being, stay away from people, places, things that drain your energy. So I was so drained. And when I came home, I didn't have any energy to pour into myself. I didn't have any energy to do the things that make me feel good. I didn't have any energy to even cook and eat, guys. If you've ever been into a situation like that, please drop a comment down below. So I made a decision that I don't think this job is for me because I don't think it's a good match. This job, I was coming home having nightmares. I could not sleep. It was just terrible. So I will be awake from the time I come home until I go to the job. And I'll have no energy, and I'm just like not myself. So I told myself that in my level up journey and me becoming the best version of myself, I will not be in places that are not meant for me. And the client and the people at the job were just like dead. So I had a conversation with the manager, and I was like, I don't think this is a good match for me. I'd like to transition to into something better. I encountered another obstacle. This new manager was threatening me, saying I need to work because I'm officially hired. Mind you, I never applied for the job. It was offered to me. They offered me the worst job ever. The manager was like, I need to work for at least 6 months before I get a transfer. And I'm like, wait, what? I'm just explaining to you that this job is not good for my mental health. This job is just not good for me. And you're telling me I need to work for 6 months? And I was like, I'm not willing to work for 6 months. I'm not willing to put myself through all this negativity for 6 months before you give me a transfer. I'm not trying to be negative. I'm not quitting. But you find me something that's good for me. Something that is okay for me to do. I did not apply for this job anyway, so I was just offered. Not knowing it's something that it's a job that people don't want. And this falls into my next point. It's not everything that is offered to you, you must take. It's not everything that is offered to you, you must take. Sometimes the devil will offer you things just to take your soul, just to take your happiness away. What's gaining all the money and all the riches and you have no soul, no happiness, no joy? Have you ever been in a situation where you feel like you have to sacrifice, your happiness just for the bare minimum? If that's you, please comment down below. So you can imagine how all these obstacles that I'm facing are affecting my life. It's affecting my money. I'm stressing. But it does not have to be that way though. But when you're a person of the light, people will always try to tear you down. Guys, I'm here to tell you, be consistent with your prayers. Be consistent with your relationship with God. Because even in these obstacles that I'm facing, I'm still faithful. I'm still consistent, and watch money fall on your lap. Of course, I'm not saying do not work. What I'm saying is become the best version of yourself and align yourself with anything that is that. Because if you're not a best version of yourself and you align yourself with anything, any old thing will do. Any old thing will do. You know? And it's so funny because they're like, because of what my ex-manager said about me, because of what was said about me, it's blocking all my money right now. But I'm saying this to say this. I know a lot of people are kind of going through the same thing that I've experienced and I'm going through. I know there's somebody out there that's currently going through this. And if you are going through this, I encourage you to speak up about it and shame the devil. Speak up. Do not let that sit on your spirit and on your soul. The reason why I'm saying this is, listen, when something is bothering you and you speak about it, you let it out. You set yourself free. Many of these mental issues that we're all having, it's a lot of things: abuse, unfair treatment, discrimination, racism, that we've all experienced and we don't want to talk about it. that we have suppressed. When something happens to you, when something traumatic or when something tragic happens to you, use that to make yourself the best. Use it as a story and shame the devil. Use that story to make yourself the best of the best and make yourself great. Because it is happening to you for a reason. There's a lesson and there's a blessing in everything. Always see the blessing in anything that happens. Even though while it's currently happening, it's so painful, it hurts. Use that to make you the best version of yourself. It's easier to see the negative. It's easier to say, woe is me. It is so easy to cry, to be upset. But when you use your pain and you channel your pain to be the best version of yourself, those people that cause you that pain, when they see you, they will look at you twice because they're like, isn't that the person I try to break? Wow. They don't even look like what I try to put them through. Shame the devil. There are a lot of people that do not want to see you happy. There are a lot of people, just the way you take care of yourself, just the way you present yourself is a trigger to some people who do not use their hurt, their pain to better themselves, but remain a victim. In 2025, we refuse to remain a victim. It's only up from here, like Cardi B said. Up and it's up and it's up and it's stuck. If you know that song, comment up in the comment section. Guys, so you could see how they are trying to cause fear and desperation. And they're wanting me to take something that is so low, something that is just going to cause me so much mental issues, because you are around who you hang out with, right? And I remember my manager saying, well, if you're going to take this job, if you're not going to come and work, you're going to have to quit. And I'm like, I'm not quitting. I'm not. Just give me something better. And whatever you're offering, I don't think it's a good match for me. I don't think what I said was something bad. Guys and girls, if you think what I said was bad, comment down below. It's so important to have standard in life, because if you don't, you attract anything. You attract pain, you attract hurt, you attract trauma, and people will use you for their own gain. I say this to say because my manager was like, well, you're going to have to come and work anyways, because I still have a program to run. I told her I was having PTSD and anxiety and nightmares. And she was like, I don't care. You're still going to have to come and work anyways. Guys, why are we killing ourselves for jobs that do not care about us? Jobs that do not care about their employee. Why are we killing ourselves? Which is why it's so important to believe in yourself, to care about yourself, to love yourself. Because if you don't, nobody will. If you don't love yourself, if you don't care about yourself, nobody will. Everybody out here is out for themselves. Is looking out for themselves. Everybody is trying to use you for their own personal gain. Guys, I had a great time sharing this story with you. If you can relate, please leave a thumbs up. Share this video to your friends and family who you think can get some nuggets of wisdom in this video. Comment down below your thoughts. I want to hear them. And let me know. Thank you.